Hello, Generals. We are back with Ultimate General Civil War. This is the Major General Let's Play in the Union campaign. So I realize we're retreading over some old territory as I approach this battle from the Union, or the normal campaign. And we're going to look at, what Major General looks like, because it's a different fight. So let's just get into it. So when the fight starts, the presumption is that essentially these supply depots are under threat, and we're near, or this is they'll build up towards the Bull Run campaign or something, and we're going to start with our light forces deployed. So this is the beginning of a light division. And we're going to cede control of this point entirely. When the Confederates take that, I get the rest of my reinforcements, and by the time they're in position, hopefully mine will also be in position. So when I played this battle on normal difficulty, I ceded control of up here, and that cost me. When I retreated my forces towards the middle with a desire to go hunting artillery, I ended up kind of generating a messier battle as a result. And the hope is that if I stick this fight out up here, we can bottle a significant portion of their force in this little cutout. We'll see how it plays out. Like I mentioned before, when I started the stream, or before I started the stream, I ran through this particular battle, and it went okay. But Major General is absolutely when you see the campaign throw a bunch of curveballs at you. All right, so they're coming at me, which of course they are. We're going to get our reinforcements. All right, so from what I can see, yeah, I don't see any artillery with Johnston's division, but I see 3 units of infantry, and I'm less concerned about what is likely going to be a 6-pounder or 12-pounder howitzer battery than I am a new division appearing on this flank. So I'm going to put this unit here to make sure that they can't come around this way. You'll notice that I can't. If I try and draw a line, I can't do it. That doesn't mean the AI can't. It just means that I can't. So I'm hoping that they're going to be forced to come up north, but we'll see. So very briefly here, I believe pretty predominantly, especially in this early campaign, the value of recon. So I know I'm not playing the battle right now. I had all these units I gave them orders to sort of use the road and then get into position. I'm going to deploy my troops as the core of the line, and then when these guys come online, I'll just shift Richards to the left, as the case might be, or maybe I'll merge him with Woods. The question then becomes is would I prefer to string my flank out, or would I prefer to have a bigger unit anchoring my right? Okay. So it appears that at least 2 2 of the units are coming to the north. I'm amusing in my test playthrough. I was like trying to bait the AI into attacking, and now with this whole deploy your light division first strat, I kind of don't want them to attack until I get online. Yep. Okay, great. So all the units are coming to the north. I'm still going to leave this unit of skirmishers down here to ensure. Okay, so they also have artillery over here. Excellent. So we've now confirmed all the things that we need to confirm as far as this peninsula, or it's not really a peninsula, this just bend in the river, whatever. And we now know that we've got at least half of their force bottled up, which is perfect. That's all the data we really needed to worry about getting. All right, so I'm continuing to shift my forces. I want them here-ish. I don't want the AI to have any way to attack me except coming over the river. Notice these are all 1-star troops, 2-star batteries, so they are very good at what they do. And my guys are pretty much all green. All right, so B's down to 220 or so. We're mostly online over here, not quite. We're going to go ahead and merge Richards. I would prefer the larger brigade. And I hear someone yelling, and they are coming to attack, which is fine. Our guys are mostly online. All right, so note that at the moment I've got it on, 3/4 time, half time, whatever it is. I normally like to play this game on at or near full speed, but there are a couple of independently moving pieces that I'd like to see the outcome of my decisions or tactical directives rather than just kind of pausing and seeing what happens. And I really want to punish that cav. I imagine more than a little bit of that is me having it out for them after the normal Let's Play. Oh God, fall back. So I may need to baby my cav unit in this fight with all that artillery. It's going to be rough. Wait until they're in the water or just on this side of the creek. Let's see if I can't get the AI to come play. This is a golden opportunity. Johnston's attempted to cross the river. The 2 infantry units are not in a position to meaningfully offer resistance. I would normally be inclined to keep pouncing on B and Evans and really see if I can't push one of the two units to shatter. Probably B, given his current strengths. But knocking Johnston out would be a real coup to the battle plan, in that it would kind of prevent them from rallying as quickly. Obviously, troops can kind of naturally get their morale back, but absent a commanding officer, that would be significantly harder. Just in terms of the morale regen rate. I don't know if we're going to get them. I would imagine not. The other thing I'm running into is supply issues. Absent a resupply of some kind, it's going to be hard for these 4 units to hold off an entire super division. Ooh, that's interesting. They're sending some kind of relief force, which is smart, obviously. So one of the things I'm running into is definitely a supply concern. I don't know how to get. I don't think I can get supplies to them. So we probably just needed to suck it up in this particular instance. Once we shatter Bartow, I can probably try and cross. Take the supply wagon or the cannons, as the case might be. In the meantime, I can't think of another alternative. There's no way that I could safely deliver a supply wagon here. And this, I can't afford to give up this position. Speaking of, maybe we get lucky. Okay. So this is particularly interesting. If they do, in fact, lead the push across the river with that battery of artillery, we will not likely be able to shatter it in one hit, but we'll certainly rout it. I don't know why they're not supporting the attack. They got plenty of guys still. Okay. So Embolden, and actually it looks like Winslow or Windsor, I can't read the name of the other battery. Both are in the water. This is another one of those golden opportunities I can't ignore. Come on. One more. Just make sure they don't follow. I don't know what it is. Some of these units will, and some of those units won't push across and try and like continue chasing the unit I want them to shoot at. So they're doing okay. I mean, there was, yeah, they're doing fine. So it's nice as we're shooting at Bartow or Barlow, probably Bartow, and we're also hitting Davidson in the process because they occupy the same unit space. And if one or both of these units shatters at this point, we'll be able to push across the river. If we catch Johnston, great. If we don't, okay, whatever. More important to my purposes, we're going to get the supply wagon. And this is not one of those battles where you lose immediately on the timer running out. It occurs to me that if I can hit David Bartow, I can also target Davidson, and I want him to be the primary target, and then whatever fire ends up hitting Bartow to be, kind of icing on the cake. Because, I have a rule, and like I forget, I have in one of my previous playthroughs I had like numbers to them, which is silly. But prioritize targeting artillery. Yeah. One more good rally. Oh, Jesus, that's huge. So that's huge. Lots of little small units just really punching above their weight class just because of the terrain. What we're going to do is take back our second bunker. No. You guys are fine. We're going to advance the core in a very coordinated fashion. I want my line to be just outside of their ability to shoot me. I will shell them until they decide to come out and play, or until they get shelled into submission. And it does sound as if they are going to come to me from way the hell over there, evidently. Okay, so I've got second ordnance and first field falling back. This is a general battle charge, which is a bit dangerous. I've got the units all on run at this point, and I'm also ordering them to pivot versus trying to move anywhere. And the intention therein is that they'll pivot on the spot, forming a line here, and pour fire. It is very likely that Law or Daniel will make contact. I think we got, didn't get Johnson yet. That's fine. And we'll get the supply wagon. And once that's done, these guys are going to get a chance to rest up and rearm. And then we'll start hunting artillery or whatever through the backwoods here. Okay, so the Union does not like melee. We're going to go ahead and pull fourth off the firing line, let them rest up. And we're going to push up. I've got first Lightfoot on the far flank, just kind of lobbing fire in at ransom. I don't think that it's going to cause significant casualties, but the intention is not kills. It is, in fact, morale damage. And we're also going to start, I'm going to release the supply wagon to resupply the cannon, and we're going to gently start pushing them up as well. Interesting. Are they not going to use these? No, it does appear as if this is getting smaller, right? Are they not going to use it to rearm? We'll see, I suppose. So I'm refusing my flank here in order to protect the artillery against Scott. Excellent timing on the AI's part. They're going to come in here and flank shot me with Whitehead while third is busy dealing with Walker. No, okay, they're using it. That's good. Although, frankly, the fight may be over by the time the light division gets back into it. I presume the issue with Ransom at the moment is that he is standing in some position that grants him a degree of cover. All right, these guys are all rested and rearmed enough as far as I'm concerned. Let's get the 2 cav units to remount. And we'll get the 2 skirmisher units moving as well. He took an absolutely phenomenal amount of fire to get that guy off of that square. Ooh, boy. So now we treat the fort as an anchor. And rotate around it. The light division now serves as our collective right flank, and the line infantry holds the middle and the left. My intention is to swarm with the line of the light and to deny them this terrain, forcing them either south or into the corner where I can deploy the army and box them in. I don't know how much longer we're going to have as far as the game is concerned, but that's, at this point, we've accomplished the objective. We've managed to keep our casualties under control while inflicting pretty heavy ones on the Confederates. And I'm happy with the general state of the fight. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3 infantry brigades. I thought I saw a fourth here. And then we have Whitehead and Scott. Look at this, all 2 stars just across the board. Holy shit. Yeah, okay, artillery as well. Huge quantitative or qualitative difference. The Confederate position's now been encircled, which was not my original objective. I'm just kind of reading the battlefield and reacting. Units are, however, getting to that shrink size. Or not shrink size, but shatter size. I have a suspicion we're not going to get the cavalry. I'm not that worried about it. I want to see if I can't capture Walker. Or shatter him. I mean, that wasn't the objective, but okay. So what I'm doing now, this is kind of a force protection measure. I'm pulling 2nd Infantry back, putting them in the fort exclusively just to protect against these 2 cav units. And actually, we're going to get rid of Ransom as well. Okay. So all that's left now is the 2 cav units. We'll let them just kind of do their thing. And we'll just go until they kick us off at this point. Because I'd like those carbines. To be completely honest, I want their carbines. That's concerning. Man, look at Edwin. I wish I got to keep him. That said, my guys did great as well. Okay, there is one teeny tiny unit of Confederate cav left over. We're just going to go ahead and call it. I don't really see the point in waiting for them to come get me. I want actually, I mean, I'm going to be able to edit this anyway, so yeah, it'll be time accelerated as far as you guys are concerned, but I kind of want to see when it ends. I wouldn't be surprised if 1400 was when they end the battle. It certainly feels like a pretty natural time to end it. It would seem that, and yet here we are. Okay, well, you have it till at least 1400. So, and this is another battle you've just got plenty of time. We're going to go ahead and call it 1200 and change Union casualties to near complete Confederate losses, which is fantastic. Some of the units that did the best were all of the light division troops. They just did great, which isn't, I guess, terribly surprising considering they were predominantly firing over that bit of water, which of course makes sense. The artillery also did pretty well, and then 3rd and 4th didn't do great. They're brand new, and they're also armed with lesser weapons. So that's all not terribly surprising. Lots of promotions except for the guy who got wounded. Thank goodness he got wounded and not killed. I would bet that if he hadn't gotten wounded in that last charge towards the end of the battle, that he also would have gotten promoted, and quite possibly I've seen this happen before where a captain goes straight from captain to light colonel. That's pretty cool. So he might have gotten promoted all the way from captain just past major altogether. What do we capture? Farmers, which is interesting. A bunch of money, which is definitely good at this point. Cooking Brothers is a hot garbage weapon, so whatever. Reward Farmers is interesting. Couple of 6-pounders, which, okay. We'll be able to stand up another artillery unit, looks like, and then captured more Sharps 1855s than we lost, so that's good too. Well, all right. We're making progress, moving into the Bull Run campaign. We need to put, I think, our next point still into Army Org. 1 corps, 2 divisions, 4 brigades. We bring a max of 10 to Bull Run. Yeah. And we have enough men and enough money that it makes sense to build new units. We're going to have to anyway, so let's do it. All right. I'm going to go ahead and prep the army off screen. Thanks for sticking this out. I hope you guys had a good one. I know I certainly did. I'm learning a lot. I think Major General is an entirely different game than normal Brigadier General. No stars. That is a real pain in the butt. A bunch of these units came real close, but nobody who didn't have a star gained one, which is a shame. You guys, oh, you're right there. Ooh. I wonder if I throw a bigger officer into you. Well, light colonel. I don't know how much bigger they can get. Colonel, I guess. Yes, sir. Hey, there it is. Awesome. That's huge. All right. Freeze a light colonel up for them. One wonders. Oh. Reloading time. Oh, accuracy. No, no, no. Huh. Well, okay. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try like trading these kernels around and seeing seeing if some of these guys who are right on the edge can tip over. Oh, I guess the artillery already had stars, so that's good. Some of them are probably going to pick up. You know, if I don't screw this up, they're probably going to pick up their second star at Bull Run. Maybe. That's awesome. All right, cool. And then we'll see if we can. Can we bump you up? What happens if I bump you back down to a light kernel? Yeah, okay, so you actually lose. That's fine then. All right, that's okay. Yep, there you go. All right, that's important. And that's actually best practice now that I think about it, because the general will pass on an efficiency and command bonus to, yeah, okay, so that's actually pretty cool. Anyway, yeah, I'll handle this off screen. Sorry for the delay there. This is Fiasco. I had a lot of fun fighting this battle, and I hope you guys did too. Fiasco signing out.